Welcome to 40 Time, where if we don't start, it's most certain that we won't arrive. I'm here with my man Q. Q, introduce yourself.
My name is Q, Quayshawn Julian for loan. I play at East Kenwood. I'm a linebacker.
Q is one of my seniors going into his senior year. I've watched Q over the last year because you got the Kentwood at the same time I got the Kentwood, correct? So last year was your first year at Kentwood. Mm-hmm. I watched Q battle through a lot of different stuff, battle through some tough injuries last summer that pretty much took you out of contention to be on the field last year. I watched him fight back from it. I watched him swallow his pride many times. We had many heart-to-hearts about him getting on the field and really getting reps and understanding that right now you're just building into your senior year. I really feel like Q has the opportunity to put his name out there in a positive way and really make an impact for us. Q, what do you feel about our team so far this year?
Yeah, so our team this year, I feel like it's like we're talent wise, I feel like we're way ahead than last year. Mm-hmm. But like I feel like the problem right now is just like doing the little things right. Mm-hmm. I feel like we get caught up in wanting to be the person to like make the play and like just trying to be Superman. Mm-hmm. When in all reality, if we do our job, then the play is just gonna fall right to us. If that makes sense.
Coach Smitty has a saying called 111th.
Yeah.
Can you touch on that a little bit more and explain what you're saying? Because I hear what you're saying, but I want you to explain it to all these younger guys and all these other athletes that are tuning in. I want you to explain why it's important to not try to be Superman, to be that 111.
Yeah, so like when you try to venture off and want to be Superman because you can be that guy, you can have all the talent, you can be strong, this and that. But like when you're on a team that's super structured and like you have to do your job no matter what. Mm-hmm. When you want to go be Superman, like when you don't want to like spill the ball, you want to just engage in the block and try to make a play. Mm-hmm. The ball can bounce out, or it can just go right in and crease us for like 60 yards, and that's 6 for the other team. Yeah. But instead, you can do your job and maybe spill. You might even make the play because you might be able to dip. You feel me? Do it right.
Yeah.
But if you know what I'm saying, you want to be Superman, you just want to engage and try to shut off. It's just things like that is gonna get us hurt.
No doubt. And it's like in football. How long did it take you to really understand that? Because you made a great play. You made a great play that only really gets the credit that it deserves in the film and when you're getting graded out. You spilled a play against Detroit Catholic Central, and Jaziel was able to come up in the alley and make a great play. I don't know if it was behind the line of scrimmage, but I know it was on the line of scrimmage or close to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to really understand that portion of football and how selfless that you have to be in order for one play to be done correctly?
Yeah, so for me, and just like for when I even like started playing football, I wanted to like just go make all the plays. I wanted to go shoot the gap. I wanted to go just tackle anything moving. But when I got to EK, it was different. Like you really had to hone in on doing your job. Mm-hmm. And sometimes last year that hurt me. Like I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, blitz a certain way or just do a lot of things that wasn't on my job, and that hurt me. Yeah. But this year, like doing your 111th is gonna help you a lot getting on the field because the coaches, that's all they want you to do is your job. And if you can do your job and make plays, you know what I'm saying, there's no doubt that you're gonna play. But for me, what made it important for me was like the off season and like what we were doing to like set up for like winning games and like understanding the importance of like spilling the ball and setting the edge. So like for us, when I got that motion from the tight end or H back coming out, I was like, well, I gotta go take him because then we have secondary force coming down to go you know what I'm saying, kill that. Yes. And so just trusting my teammates just helped us make that play.
That was a great play, and the reason why I bring that play up because it's one of those times where I say, man, let me see what Q about to do. You get what I'm saying? Because I can't wait to talk junk. And I just feel like, you know, as far as you, I've seen you grow mentally. You know, I seen you be somebody that was easily tricked out of your spot. What have you done mentally, or what have you done to help you mentally get over those hurdles that seem like you would have out of 10 plays, you would have 8 great plays, but those 2 plays seem to overshadow that didn't go the way you wanted to, and then it's like it stuck to you when you never could shake it for 2 or 3 periods. What have you done mentally to help yourself get over those things?
So honestly, it was those moments that really helped me kind of get over it. So like just like reflecting over it, like talking to my dad, and just talking to the ones like I look up to, like really helped me kind of like get it together mentally. Because it, like you said, I make like 8 plays in a row and then I mess up 2 or 3 times and then boom, I'm out for the game because my mental messed up.
Yeah.
But like just like kind of focusing and like just kind of be like, hey man, you made a bad play. Just next play mentality. You're going to make another one.
No doubt.
Because nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make plays. You're going to miss plays.
No doubt.
So just having that in the back of my mind just helped a lot.
So take us through your journey as a player leading up to your senior season. What were some of the defining moments in your career that shaped you as an athlete?
Yeah. So I started playing football when I was 7. When I moved here around that time too, from Texas.
Okay.
So I got here and I was going through a lot with my mom, so I decided to move here with my dad. So I ended up moving here, and my dad was like, "Yeah, I used to play football," and I'm like, "I mean, all right." He was like, and he was talking to me more about it. It was like, it's a good way for you to get your anger out, because I used to like, you know what I'm saying, be a class clown. I used to like to fight a lot, and so he was like, you know what I'm saying, you can get your anger out doing this. So I was like, okay, we can do that. And so I played football all the way up till 7th grade, and so I was playing with the Wolverines with Coach Keith. That was my guy,
Keith Reed.
Yep.
Shout out to Coach Reed.
So I played with him during 6th grade, and I had a really good season with them. I had me a pig. I was feeling good about it too, but I was running too slow. But yeah. So in 7th grade we had COVID. So my dad was like, "Nah, we don't want you playing football. I don't want you getting sick." So I didn't play football 7th grade, 8th grade year, and I picked up basketball. And that's when it started to change. I started to like basketball a little bit more, and I was training for it. And so like once I got to my freshman year, I started to like kind of venture away from football a little bit, and I also hurt my thumb. So I hurt my thumb, and I was only able to play in like 2 games for football, which I did really good in. But I started to see like in the basketball gym, like I would see like Cam Ryan's working out.
Yeah.
And like for me, I was like, I don't like this. Like he working and I'm not working. I'm like doing something that's kind of like taking me away from it. And I was like kind of falling in love with basketball. So I'm like, I'm just not gonna play football for my sophomore year and just be in the gym every single day. So I did that, and it was a alright decision because it taught me how to like just work hard.
Yeah.
Like I was waking up.
You found something that you could lend your work ethic to.
Yeah, so like I was waking up at 4 a.m. to catch the bus to Northview to go to these workouts, and I was doing stuff on my own, and I was just trying to get better, man. So
yeah.
The season ended up just not going the way I planned it to. So I was like, it's whatever. It's not gonna do nothing to my confidence. But then I started hearing talks about EK, because I was originally supposed to go there, but my parents didn't think it was a good idea. But so I ended up making the transfer, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give football a shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I started with it. Why not just finish it up?
Wait a minute. So really, last year was your first year playing football since what, 6th grade?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, so I'm sitting here doing the numbers. I'm thinking, this dude ain't played football since he was in 6th grade. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, do you feel like now, going into your senior year, you finally got that, after coming to the gym and me doing you in on the basketball court, you put that to rest. You get what I'm saying? You put the basketball to rest, and now you focus on football. Do you feel like now it's because you got a consistent group of coaches, you got a consistent regiment that you go through in football? Is that why you feel so comfortable going into your senior year? Because you seem a lot, you're different than you were last year. Do you feel like you settled into football again? Like it's the physicality and all the ins and outs to the game. Do you feel like you settled into it? I feel like you've settled into it. Tell me about the process now, or how you feel now going into your senior year with football. Like, what does football give you that feeling that you had when you were at Northview, getting up because I've seen you work with me, you work with Coach Carey, you work with you work with the top guys on getting yourself in shape. What do you feel now about football?
So all right. So the love didn't hit me like once I transferred, and like you know what I'm saying, going through the summer, the love hit me was it was the Granville game, and like I was on the sideline. I was just in my head. I was just thinking. And I'm like, dude, I want to play. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So I'm just watching the game. Offense is out there. Defense is like when defense get off the field, we go watch film on our possession.
Yes.
And I wasn't watching. So Spence was like, Q, go to the huddle. And I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, I started bawling my eyes out. I just started crying because like I just wanted to be on the field so bad. I wanted to win. I wanted to enjoy time with my guys on the team. Like it wasn't about me making plays. I just wanted to enjoy the game of football with my guys. You feel me? So I just and at that moment it was just kind of like, yeah, I gotta do everything.
You turned it up. Like I remember because I'm at practice every day. You turned it up. What was it like meeting me and somebody that it just seems like, do this dude wake up just wanting to like to just kick me in the ass like every day like. He is grinding me into a smooth surface because he just never lets up. What is that like dealing with somebody like me?
Yeah, so when I first got there in the summertime, you told us to take our shoes off. You told us to take our socks off, and I'm like, yo, what are we doing? Like I'm expecting we finna, you know what I'm saying, run some gassers and then just throw the football for the rest of the practice, but we did not do that. We low key ran the practice. We probably ran the whole practice, and it wasn't even gassers. We was doing 300s around the field, down and backs. And it was just it was creative. I ain't gonna lie, he was like super creative with the conditioning, but it really shaped me for real, because I got in shape from that, and it helped a lot. It helped us for real.
And we spent many times. And I don't think a lot of people understand this about me. I actually want you to feel opposite of how I feel because we can definitely like I don't mind the confrontation in you not wanting to do it and me knowing how good it is for you to do it. Yeah. Like I don't mind that. Like I almost want you to be 100% expressive when it comes to how I'm dealing with you. And so many times I would always tell you, it's between your ears, Q. It's nothing that has to do with your ability. It's between your ears. Like, when did that message really, like, crystallize?
Yeah. So, I
feel like I know when it did. But when do you feel like that message crystallized?
Yeah. So, when I was running a scout team last year, you would tell me that a lot. And I would kind of, like, be like, well, what does this mean? But then I would like kind of go home and think about it, and it's just like the mental part of the game. Like, can you stay like fully locked in to no matter what like happening on the field? Like, you could be doing bad, you could be doing good, but if you stay locked in between the ears, it's gonna all pan out for you. And like when that locked in for me was just last year, like towards the last few games during just scout team trying to like.
And that's where it crystallized. I felt like it crystallized for you is that your hustle. It's like. It was almost like you were in this mindset that whatever I give, I expect to get something back. Yeah. But when you bought into it, it was like you stopped thinking, well, I'm not gonna get a chance to play if I go hard. Like you got away from that and you got into, no, I'm going hard because this is who I am. Yeah. I'm going hard because I feel good at the end of practice. Like I remember how light you would be after practice. Like, but it's all because you weren't leaving anything in the tank. Yeah. And as you got better after that Granville game, our offense got 1,000,000 times better as well. You started giving a traditional look, and then let's be honest, you're 9 times out of 10 better than whoever the other team has on varsity anyway. You get what I'm saying? So it really, I really try to get kids, and scout team is a big thing for me because you really get to see you get to learn what to do. Like you get to look at a sheet and know exactly what to do. Yeah. But more so than anything, if you can push this varsity player to the edge of destruction every single day, every single rep, they're going to be 1,000,000 times better when the game comes because nobody is going to intentionally push them 100 plays in a row. Mm-hmm. So that's the biggest thing, and I'm glad to see you really get over that. And, when it came to you and you had to be patient, you had to wait for your time. Many athletes face a period of waiting and patience before getting their opportunity. What was that experience like for you? How did you stay motivated and focused during times when you weren't on the field as much as you wanted to be?
Yeah. So like I said, like after the Granville game and like not playing special teams, like I was just like, well, how can I be like effective if I'm not on the field? And like I said, like scout team was that.
Yeah.
If I can just go hard during scout team, I feel pretty good about anything at that point. At least I'm on the field doing what I love.
For sure. I come from a high school where the only way you were going to become a starter is that you play scout team. We played scout team offense, scout team defense, scout punt return, scout kickoff, and it was live. You were going to, it wasn't no stay off the quarterback. You getting hit. Like it was like I tell people all the time, like at Ravenna High School my freshman year, I was on scout team. We never had a freshman practice. We never had a JV practice. Your practice was scout team. So what do you think we did when we went out as freshmen and played in a freshman game? 55-0. When we played in a JV game, 55-0. Because we're literally trying to beat this varsity team every single day. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And we're talking about my varsity team that year gave up 80 points the entire year. 80 points total the entire year. And that was the scout team offense that I was running going against them guys. Yeah. Nobody stood a chance. You get what I'm saying? You didn't stand a chance. The biggest thing that I would say is speak to those kids who feel like they should be starting. Speak to those who feel like, man, I'm better than that kid. But also tell me the mindset of somebody that you may be better talent-wise, but you're not dependable or trustworthy than that person that's starting in front of you. What can you say to those people who feel like, yeah, I'm better, but what are the components that it takes to really be better than somebody that you're sitting behind? So, yeah, it's the little things. So last year, I dealt with that a lot. I was like, I know I'm more talented. I know I could be on the field. But I wasn't doing the little things. I wasn't really watching film like that. Yeah. And like it was just the little details. Like I was playing inside linebacker last year. And so like it would be moments where like I would do good, but it'd be moments where I'd be like I miss a ball guard. Yeah, ball watching. Feel me? So it would just be things like that, just not doing the little things that would really hurt me. And I wasn't understanding that. I was just like, I still make plays, but if you're not doing the little things right, you can't do the big things football.
right.
It's football. You're right. So leadership abilities, right? Yeah. As a leader on the field and off the field, how do you define leadership? What qualities do you think are most important for a team leader to possess? And how have you developed those qualities over your last couple of years?
Leading by example. So leading by example, for me, it was just like not being so vocal, because I'm really not the rah talk too much type of dude. I like to just lead by my actions and by how I play on the field. Yeah. So this year I feel like I embraced that pretty well. Just like going through drills hard, just going through everything hard, coming to everything, going to sound mind, sound body every day, just doing everything I can to show that like I want to win this year. Feel me? Just things like that. And like I have a dude behind me, Elijah Bondon. Yeah. And I feel like I've been bringing him along real well.
I feel like that as well. I really feel like that as well, because like I would tell you, you have a lot of influence. Like you're not a corny dude. Like you're not a lame. And I hate to use those words and talking to a high school guy, but you are somebody that people will follow. Yeah. And I think when you made your mind up, that's what made you a leader instantly. You know what I mean? Like you weren't pointing the finger. I'm not saying that you pointed the finger last year, but you just had like there were things that you had to grow up from, and I feel like you did a great job. I feel like you've grown a lot. You know what I mean? And I'm proud of you. That's why you're here. You get what I'm saying? Because if you was a scrub, I couldn't have you on here. You know all right. Overcoming adversity. All right. Every athlete faces setbacks or tough times. Can you share a specific challenge or adversity you encounter, and how you managed to overcome it? How has the experience shaped your mindset today?
It's just like not playing last year, man. Like it was hard not playing. It was hard to just watch my friends and my teammates to go out on the field every day, every Friday, and go play. And you know what I'm saying, have fun through wins and losses. And so like after the season ended, I was like, a lot of guys was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take a week. I'm gonna take 2 weeks.
You did not take a week.
I did not take
We were
no
working out
week.
literally that next Monday.
The Monday I was
were.
at the gym.
We definitely were.
I was putting work in.
You and Cade. It was me, you, and Cade.
Yeah,
it was
me, you,
us
and Cade.
three. Yeah, it was, I remember that. I remember that for sure. Was that when you got your first dunk, or was that what like they don't want to give you credit for that? But I got it on. I know I got it on film. Your first dunk.
Yeah, it was a couple weeks after we was in the gym with Layden.
So my thing is this, Q. You know, when it comes to adversity and setbacks, when you think about it now, right? When I kept pushing you to go get the reps on JV.
Yeah. What
was that thing inside of you that was giving you the most resistance to go do that?
Pride, man.
Pride, right?
Oh, man, I used to just be like, oh man, I gotta go to school the next day, and people would be talking, why you was getting reps on JV, and I'd just be like, and it was low key doing something to me because I didn't like that. You feel me? Mm-hmm. People like talking about it.
Yeah.
But after a while, I just kind of was like, I'm doing it for me. It's not for them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the benefit from it. So I just kind of embraced it after a while, and it started to work off in the end. I ain't gonna lie.
And that's the thing. That's the biggest thing, right? And I asked you that question because I'm just relating it to my life, right? Mm-hmm. For about 10 years after I was done playing football, anything I did, I did a lot of different things. I started a lot of different businesses. I even became a life insurance agent and a health insurance agent and an annuity agent when I was about 23, 24 years old. I did that for years until I actually came to Grand Rapids. And for years, every time I would get success, every time, I would pull my own self out the sky because of my pride and my ego would say, well, you're supposed to be in the league. You're supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to be doing that. And how damaging is that really to your psyche or to your ego and to your pride when you fall victim to that? What can you speak to that? Because I know what it was like for me. Like, it was almost like an intervention. I think my grandmother and my mom called me one day like, do you know what you did in your life? Do you know how special? Like, it was like they had to sit me down and say, like, we just hold you to this crazy standard that you got for yourself, but clearly we need to step in here and remind you on all of the great things that you've done on your own. You did these things on your own. How damaging is it to not get those reps because of your pride? How damaging is that?
So it was bad. So it was like week 2. And Coach Bell called me. He was like, so you're not really getting in the rotation like that. So, but I really think it would be a good idea to, like, get some reps on JV.
Coach Bobby Bell, by the way.
And so I'm like, nah, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a junior. I'm not finna go play JV. But the thing is with that, it's just more reps.
It's reps.
Like,
football is a game of reps. You know,
like no matter
it's reps.
You think about it, it's just reps against live opponents.
And if you can't dominate JV, if you can't dominate where you at, you're definitely not going up any other levels and dominating. Does that make sense? Yeah, exactly. Now you get and I can say this past tense now because now I'm like, now you get what I'm saying. Those reps, those spiel reps, all those reps matter now today. And it's like, if I would have known that you didn't play from 6th grade, I know that I had the cachet to be able to tell you Q. Because I kept, I was on you. You, Malachi, I'm like, y'all need to play, like, you just need to go play JV, go play JV, go play JV. But I didn't understand the lack of reps that you had up until that point. Mm-hmm. And it's like, my freshman year, I played every rep of my freshman game, offense, defense, special teams. Yeah. JV's offense, defense, special teams, and then I played special teams on varsity. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, I'm playing 3 games a week.
Right.
At the end of my freshman season, I played 30 games. You get what I'm saying? I literally played 30 games to somebody who might have only played 10. Yeah. That helped me out of my sophomore year because I was small, I was undersized, but still at the same time, I went first team all conference because I had the reps. Yeah. And so the biggest thing that I would say to you, Q, is once again, I'm proud of you. And when you come to, because you're going to come to these points so many times as you grow in life, no matter if it's sports, no matter if it's life, relationships, you have to remember this cue. You get what I'm saying? You have to remember, oh, that shit wasn't worth it, and that shit wasn't worth it. It was just easier to do this. You get what I'm saying? Because you're going to get to a point in life where you're going to forget everything you know. Yeah. Because it's just the overhaul of getting everything that you know for you to learn something completely different. Yeah. But it's like you have to remember this cue and who you are right now. So, last question. How has adversity helped you, right? Looking back, how has overcoming adversity prepared you for life beyond football? Are the lessons you carry with you that influence how you approach the challenges now? Now I'll read that again. Are the lessons you carry with you that influence how you approach challenges now?
Yeah. So, like I said, I learned a lot last year, and like the biggest thing for me, and in the off season was just like perseverance. Like persevering, like through everything. Like it can be out of football, it can be in football. Like just persevering through hard days, because there's gonna be days where you don't want to do it. But persevering through those days is gonna be the most important thing you can do. And no just doubt. Like even in like just people who just go to work every day, like persevering for something greater. Or it can be like you going to work every day and trying to go to the gym after work. Yeah. Just persevering through that mindset of, oh, I'm tired. But if you go to the gym, you know what I'm saying, an hour a day, 30 minutes a day, you eat right, you're gonna feel so much better about yourself.
Facts.
So it's just about persevering through things that you just don't want to do.
That's a great answer,
for a greater cause for me.
That's a great answer. You know, I've seen you over the last year, and you continue to get better. I'm looking at your body. You got in better shape. You get what I'm saying? I'm watching you. You got your pads low. I'm just saying, like going into week 1, you know, do your job, and when that time comes, make the most of it, because you are going to be faced with situations and games where, you know, you could really make a huge name for yourself. So just calm down, slow things down when you have the ability to, and stick to your film and do the things that you know to do, because you got an opportunity on a team full of talent, and you got the right eyes. You'll have a lot of eyes on you to be able to get yourself into a better position going into what you do after high school. Yeah. I appreciate you, man, and good luck in the season, brother.
Appreciate it.
Professor Q was nervous at first. Then he pulled it. Then he pulled out of it. He pulled out of it.